Welcome back, everybody. It's D with These Tackle Box, and I got a crazy bunch of soft baits, worms, whatever you want to call them, that I picked up and had put away and never got a chance to look at until today. I was sorting out some of the stuff that I got in all these boxes back there. You can see we got quite a bit of them, and found a lot of these bags and baggies of garage sale items, market, flea market stuff that we've picked up, and that we just kind of kept put away for another day when we had time to do that. Well, today I wanted to show you a couple of things we found, because we found some really cool stuff, but also some things that I do not know anything about, or the brand or any of that. So if you guys can help me out in the comments, we have quite a bit of piles here. So let me show y'all what I got. There's some really interesting ones as far as worms, curly tails, or whatever, tube jigs and things, just odd random items that I guess people just put in little Ziploc bags or in piles and throw them in the back of their tackle box. There's no baggies that come with it to show what they are or who made them. So some of them are stamped and I could barely read the stuff on there, but the other ones y'all might recognize just by looking at them. So I hope this brings back some flashbacks of opening up a little bag of worms and soft baits whenever you were getting ready to go fishing. And if you can help us out, like I said, comment down below. And guys, if you have not subscribed already to our channel, if you have not shared our channel, share it with the people you know. Share it with the people that you know that love the hobby, the fishing, the going out on the weekends, and just using regular cheap stuff to catch bass. You don't need all that expensive gear. I can prove it to you. My daughter uses a lot of this stuff that she finds in these tackle boxes, and man, when we're out there fishing, she's out there catching bass like crazy and crappie. Even the panfish will bite on the small little, what is that? We asked her about last time, the Rebel ringworms. They have some really tiny ones, and she does really good on those. We were over here jigging crankbaits and things, and she was just killing them. She was just catching fish after fish after fish until Malachi got on there, took off in his kayak and put a couple of little jigs with some of these, what is that other one called? The Bassmaster, those little beetle spins, things like that. And he caught himself some nice bass, and as well as crappies. So that just goes to show you that, yes, there are really cool modern lures that people like to use on a regular basis. But there's also a lot of this old school stuff that still works. And whether you like to fish old school or not, this episode is for you guys to just take a look at all the stuff that we find in these random boxes and things like that. So stay tuned. I'll set up the camera and I'll walk you through it. So this is what I found in one of these boxes, and I wanted to share this with you guys. There's literally a ton of different items in here that I don't even know where to get started. I mean, we found everything from hooks to spoons, tubes, little crappie jig stuff, worms, piles of worms. I don't know what this one is. Yeah, that's a worm too. There's a couple of like hard body type, like real stiff, and some of this stuff is old, so I'm pretty sure that's part of the reason. But some of these are core pieces like this. This is pretty nice. It's a looks like just a regular earthworm, black, with this really cool Laffy Taffy purple on there. And there is absolutely no name, no stamp, no nothing. So it could just be somebody that molded this one, or it could be a specific brand. I'm not sure if you guys know. But let me show y'all a couple of, let me start over here on the left side, and I'll show y'all what we're looking at. So here on these here, I found a lot of different weird, you know, fish body, crawfish, like this one here. It's got legs on a crawfish body, and I don't see any emblem, any logo, any nothing on it. You know, just really cool looking piece. If you know what it is, let us know. Same thing goes for all the other ones that I'm going to be talking about that I don't know anything about. So keep in mind that a lot of this stuff is probably older than a lot of the more popular stuff, so we want to run it by you guys. I know a lot of y'all have a lot of knowledge when it comes to this stuff, because y'all messaged me, emailed me, and let me know on the mistakes that I make on the videos, and that's cool, man. I mean, that's how we all learn. I have no problem with that. So this one is a very interesting looking crawfish type pattern with a couple of little paddling legs in the back, tentacles and all that good stuff. antennas. Just really cool overall. This one here, we got a couple of these. Let me see. I think, well, this is the same. Yeah, this one's the same. So these have like a kind of like a goby fish body style, a little fathead minnow with eyeballs set in there. Let's see if we can get a good look at this. See those eyeballs? I think they actually go through and through, because I can feel like a hard piece there in the middle. But this one has a curly tail on it, so, or a curl tail, and I did not see any markings on here that state what company made it, or logo or brand or whatever. And keep in mind, a lot of these are dirty. I just pulled them out of the bag right now, so I'm working on these suckers and cleaning them up, and we are going to use them. So this one here was interesting. I think from what I could read on there, it has an M and a T, so I thought Mr. Twister maybe. And it looks kind of like an angelfish type. Got a long fin on the top, short little fin at the bottom, little smiley face there with the paddle tail. So if you guys recognize this, it just, all I see on there is that it looks like it says M and T, and that little piece in the middle almost looks like the tornado or something like that, like the one that Mr. Twister has on their bags. So if you recognize this one, please let me know what it's called. I would love to look for some more of these. This one looks like it's a promising color with that blue flake in it, black blue flake and purple, kind of like that worm I showed y'all in the beginning. This one here I've seen multiple times in a lot of boxes that we find. I don't know what it is. There you go, look. Some of these are hard to find, but some of them are pretty cool when you put the light on it. So Riverside lure. I don't know what the model's called. It's just a long flat worm type of looking bait. So I'm assuming that's where your hook point sets in right there to keep it flush. And so this swims with the eyeball facing down, which is an awesomely cool detail that will I think provide better bites. You know, imagine you're the fish and you're seeing this sucker with big old eyeball looking at you from the top of the water. So that's pretty cool. Here's some more of those fathead body style paddle tails. Let's see what brand this one is, if we can find anything. I don't see anything on here that has a logo or anything like that. So because of that, I'm gonna leave this one as homework. And I haven't really cleaned it up, but it looks like it's got some red eyes on it, black back, and that pumpkin seed color, green flakes in it. Then we have this one's pretty cool. This one almost looks like a dragon, and it's missing the eyeballs, I think. Or maybe not, or maybe it is, I don't know. But this one has like a hollow tube type body. And let me see, fin details, no logos, no brands. You guys know what that one is? Drop it in the comments. It looks like a little mad dragon looking fish. Let's see, this one here, I know I've seen this over and over again in a lot of different boxes and things that we pick up with this frayed type of tail. I don't know, probably Renegade or some type of brand like that. That's just my thought. I don't know. You guys know better than me. Some of you guys have been fishing these a lot longer than I have. We got these two here that are, well, it looks like you might have a little bit of a logo there. What is that? V and G. V and G. Well, I don't know that one, but very and good. No, I don't know. They're pretty cool, man. I mean, oh, there it is, V and G. You can see it a lot clearer, and it's pretty much like a grub with a flat top. So that looks like a pretty interesting lure to put on a jig head and fish it and see what happens. So that's probably what we're gonna do with those. Then we got this one. This one I do know. This is the flying lure. Yep. And it has the hook all rusted out or broken off or whatever. But we can probably put another one on there and see if it'll fly. and see what it does. I love lures that have those frayed tails like that. It's I think it's a very interesting piece to add to any lure, just because of the way that it looks inside of the water, the way they wave around. I think that attracts the bass pretty cool. Let's see what else we got here. Little fish. Yeah, this is empty as well. Look, I'm thinking those are Mr. Twister. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is a nice looking little, yep, Mr. Twister. That's what I'm thinking. Yep, there you go. And so if that's Mr. Twister, the other one with the long fin is a Mr. Twister. This one here, because it has the same logo. See, you can barely make it out, but it's there. So if y'all know what the brand of, what the model on that one is, let me know. Some of you guys might even have some of these, and that would be pretty interesting to be able to get a couple of these in different colors. Then we got these. I thought these were hollow body, but they're not. They're actually solid, and they have soft, squishy head over here, but a lot of flake colors in it. Tubes. I'm not sure that they have any name on these either. Kind of want to make something out right there, but can't really tell. I can't see it. Maybe the other side. It looks like it says something, or like it reads something on there, but man, let me see. Get closer. I can't tell, man. I can't tell. So maybe somebody else has better eyeballs. Let's try the other one. Maybe the other one has better logo on there. Cabela's? I don't know. Can you tell what it says without me moving the camera so much? Oh, this is so frustrating because I can't zoom in without distortion in the image, but I know it has something comes up on here. I just can't tell what it says. Let's see. Anybody? Nah, I can't tell what it says. Looks like it starts with the C. I'm gonna go with Cabela's, but I'm not sure. Maybe you guys can tell what it says on there. And it looks like it has it on both sides, but it's hard to read it, man. Let me see on this side, upside down. Let's see right here. Nope, I can't get to it, guys. It's one of those lures that just, obviously they put their logo under their brand, but I can't tell what it says. So your guess is as good as mine. Then we're gonna move on to these guys here. Do you recognize this stuff? They almost look like a tire tread. It's got a little nipple there, where I'm assuming that's where the hook is gonna tie into. So a trailer of some sort, some brand. Not sure. It's pretty cool and pretty interesting. I think I'm gonna put that one on something of a jig head, and then a trailer at the back there. See if I can tantalize some bass into biting. Now these I do recognize. This is your Mosquito Hawk from Man's Lures. Yep. And these are pretty tough to find anymore. You can find some, but they're not easy to get a hold of. And some of these, I think this one and the other one were still new, like the way that the fins were hooked up to that piece right there. We broke them when we were twisting them around trying to find the names on them. And we got this one here I wanted to ask y'all about. This one is really interesting. It's nice and slender. I like fishing these type, like worm tube type, but it's got the fins there that obviously move around in the water. But this has a has a brand down here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. It says, it looks like it says chicken foot or something like that. Let me see. Yeah, it says chicken foot. Do y'all know who makes this, or is that the brand? It's like a purple and yellow tail piece. That's an interesting one. I think I'm gonna take that one and see what the bass think about that. These look like those Fin S type of minnows with those tails like that. I might be off on the name, but that's what they reminded me of as soon as I saw them. And your typical pumpkin seed, green glitter, green flake, whatever. And I'll save those for a slow day. Now we get into this, man. I found so many other different ones, so I'm going to try to go quicker. We have ribbon tails like this one here, and you can see this one's a hard lure. It's got a hard body in there, so it's not soft at all. And the ribbon tail stuff, we actually found quite a bit of them. There's this one here that is it's fluted all the way around. I don't know what the brand is there. I think it says, what does it say on there? Oh man, I swear. Sometimes I wish I was a octopus and had a bunch of hands so I can do all this at the same time. So this one shows, wow, that's actually a creme lure. Wow, that's nice. I'm gonna have to look for those because I really do like the way that one looks. It's fluted, skirts all the way across the body there. Look, see, and so it's an interesting worm there. I'm gonna look for that a little bit more. These are your, you know, pretty much solid body style. I don't know what this is. Sluggo types. Let's see what this one says. Nope, no name, no nothing. Just another hard body. This one here. Sluggo types too, right? Then we got this one. I thought this one was marked, but it's not. Don't see no name, no anything on it. And that is about that. So we got a couple of those, 4 of those there. This one here is probably a more modern one, which is pretty weird looking, wacky looking thing. I'm gonna have to look into these to see, I guess, how you rig it, and I'm assuming from over here, and this just kind of wobbles around in the water there. Pretty interesting piece right there. If you know what brand that is or what it could be, let me know. Then we see a couple of these creature looking things here. Which one do you like better? I like the top and bottom, although the middle one has been very consistent in this color. And I guess these are representing crawfish, these two, because of the way they look there. But I like to consider them as some type of creature bait instead of a crawfish bait. They're really closely and similar to this type. This one's all beat up, so that one's gonna go to the trash, but I wanted to show y'all some of the stuff we found. Then we have these curly tail ones, and they're pretty interesting. We have a lot of different types. Found one here that's all full of little tentacles all the way around. I don't know who makes this one. Maybe I think it's I've seen some that say Zipper on them, and so could be that brand. Actually, there's a brand right there. Bass, and what does it say? Bass. Oh, come on. Bass Pro. Oh, that's who that is. Bass Pro. See? I learn something new every day. Let's see what else we got. This has to be a Rebel. Let's see. Nope, no name on that one, but it looks like one of those Rebel ringworms. This one is ribbon tail, and it also looks like those Rebel ringworm lures to me from the body style. I know I saw some of them on here that said Rebel. So it's kind of interesting to me that none of these have the name. And I don't know if Rebel actually put their name on each one of these lures, because there's some packages that I've opened up that actually have no name on it. And they actually are from Rebel, but they don't have no name on the fin there, on the tail. See, this one here is broken, going to the trash. Here's another one. And a lot of these are just dirty, man. I mean, you run into some water and they look like the colors come out, you know. Right now they all look dirty, and then my hands are all dirty from handling them, so you don't get a really good view on the color. This one is also jacked up, but look at the holes on it. It looks like it's got shot with the 00 buckshot 12 gauge, and it's I guess it's for the air, to make bubbles or air pockets or something. This one is a very common lure that I find in a lot of the boxes that we look in. The blueberry colors, little hook tails. Then we have, oh, this one is really cool. Check this out. This one here I saw and I was just like, wow, this is pretty cool, man. I like this one. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty interesting. I mean, some of these lures are just, they leave me at all, because you don't see a lot of this stuff anymore. You know, everything is so mainstream now. This one here has ripples all over those fins. I'm just interested to see what kind of action it has. The tail, and I didn't pick up any logo on this one. If it was on here, where would it be? On the tail, right? So I did look, but I think that because of all the ripples and stuff, all those little pieces that it has on it, I'm not sure what it is. I'm gonna have to run it through Google AI and see if they can match something. But check this out. These here, I found three of them, and I think I'm gonna save these and see how good they do with these bass. So another pile there. Then we found French fries. I don't know if any of y'all got any of these, but these I actually found the bags for some of these. I don't know where they went, but I saw that it said French fries on there, so those are pretty cool. I've seen a new version of these, which really to me they're not new because they've been around for a while. Some of these have been around for a good while, and so we're gonna put some of those jig heads on those and try to fish those, see what we can do. Then we found a pile of this other ribbon tail stuff. Here's one big one here. Let me see. I think this might be the one that said Rebel on it. Yep, look at that, Rebel. And so this is a big lure for a Rebel. So that's your Rebel ringworm, and with that you can kind of compare the ones that we found and see. So this one here was also really interesting looking, because it has a different pattern on that tail there. If you notice that, it's like a shell. I don't know who makes this one. I didn't see any name on it, but it's a very nice looking lure there. We got a couple of other long type of this one's a Berkley power worm. I know that one. I've used this one for a good while. Here goes another what would that be? Maybe a Rebel, maybe a something else. The colors are really interesting on this one. It has a little bit of motor oil color, but then it also has the black back with the motor oil color as a bottom piece on the belly. And this one actually has a name here. Let's see what it says. Let's see. Looks like it might read Culprit. Yep, Culprit it is. So you see, I mean, there's a lot of different brands on here. Yep, that's a Culprit as well. Look. And so this is your black with the motor oil color. Let's see what else we got. This one has a core color. It's hard. Big old green flakes on a dark motor oil color. This one's your purple with blue flakes. Then I got black with red. This one's a Zoom brand. Nice. I was actually able to see that one right off the bat. This one's interesting. It's has a bunch of holes in it, like it fills up with air. Who's this? Patent pending on Riverside lure. So we'll have to do some more digging for that, see what it is. Ah, this one was a pretty cool looking lure, and that is made by Berkeley Power Sandworm. Nice. I like finding the names on these because then I can go back and look for more. This is the one that I showed you on the beginning with that little purple insert there. No brand, no name, nothing. This one has a core color, dark brown, and then the motor oil color on the outside exterior pieces. I got a Uncle Josh honeycomb tube worm, and these glow in the dark, the ones that are like this color. This one is a paddle tail, but I don't remember if it's a Berkeley or a Zoom or what is it. I remember seeing a bag of these somewhere in our searches and finds. I got some hard body worms here. That looks like just a regular straight up worm. Let's see what else we found. Whew, man, we got a lot of them. This one is just your regular worm body, same color almost and everything. This is another hard body worm. It's got a nice little line on there. It's black with white line in the bottom there, like a belly. See-through, what is this color? Watermelon maybe? Nice segmented piece. Oh, this one's a nice big lure. I don't know what brand that one is, but it's a nice color with the white at the bottom and the green on the top. I don't see any name, brand, or anything like that on it. Let's see. Some more of the ones with the core colors inside. What is this here? Yum Yum. Nice. They have like a slightly angled lines on their worm. That might help me be able to identify a couple more. This is again that paddle tail one. This one has to be a man's. Yep. Man's, what is it, auger tail? No, jelly worm, 8-inch. That's your jelly worm by Man's. We got some Senko type worm color. Here's another segmented one. Really nice looking lures. Actually, this one looks like it might have a name on there. Creme. There you go. Creme lures. Oh, I think I just dropped the tail. Let's see some more of the. Oh, this one's one of my favorites. The camel color like this. I'm gonna put this one aside because I like to fish that color right there. You can't really show it here on the camera. It doesn't look really clear, but it has a black and brown mix to it. See, and it works really well here where we fish. Then we have these just motor oil color clear, which are really awesome as well here. It looks like it might be like an auger tail, a flip tail, or something like that. Got another one. This one looks really nice, really interesting mold that they poured. This one's probably I'm not sure if it's factory or not, but looks like those flip tails or snaky snake lures or whatever their brand is. Then we have this has to be the one that I just showed you. What was it? Yum Yum. Yep, there you go. Yum Yum lures. Nice. So you find all kinds of interesting stuff in these piles, man. I mean, how many times do you go to a garage sale and see an old tackle box and just walk away because there's nothing but worms in it? Well, look at that. This one has a brand on it. Creme lures, right? Yep. And it has the old black flake inside of this clear body like that. That's a pretty good color. I'm gonna keep that one so I can fish with. Here goes an extra long ribbon tail, and I am inclined to call this color tomato red or something like that. Tomato red with black flakes, peppered flakes. One more here. This one's really nice. I like the way they made this one. Yellow line straight across one side. Everything else is solid. Almost looks like a purple color to it. It probably is. I just can't see it correctly here. Very nice color on that one. Then we haven't even got to this other stuff, man. There's so much more. So if you're still here at 27 minutes and counting, congratulations. We're looking through some old school stuff. A lot of these, man, they just go generic. I just don't know what each one of them are just by looking at them. But here's some lizards I'm going to show y'all real quick. That's a ribbon tail one. This one's pretty interesting. It's got the ribbon tail, but it also has tons of little extra legs there. And y'all can point out which ones you like the best whenever y'all get a chance. This one's a creme one. And that's a nice one with the ribbon tail like that and the patitas. Yeah, there's my Spanglish there. The little legs right there on a creme lizard. I love it, man. You can't beat that. I'm gonna go with the zoom or something like that on this one. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure somebody will figure that one out really quick, especially if you fish them. Now these I really like. I love the little round head on this one, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, these are discontinued a long time ago, and some people were asking me for some of these, specifically this type with these little legs on them like that, and I can't remember what the brand is. I want to say, oh, there you go, Flip Tail. So this is a different one. I've seen some that say Flap Tail, Flip Tail, and Snaky Snake, and they all look the same, but this is the one that they had asked me about. So I found a couple of those. 2, look at that, 3, 4, 4 of them. Yep. And then also check this one out. This is a Rebel Redneck, and it's got the little piece on around the neck there, and it's still there with the ribbon tail. Nice pink with the silver micro glitter. This crawfish with the tentacles that are actual material, they look like shoelace or something, but real thin. So I'm pretty sure this one is an odd one there. I don't think they made a lot of them like this, factory types, you know. A squished lizard. You can see all the creases on it. That one's probably not going to make it far. Go ahead and throw that one away. This one is nice. It's a really cool color. It's got the legs really spread out like that. I like that. It's gives the water plenty of time to get in there and move those legs around and attract those bass, as opposed to the ones that are stuck like this to the body. I think the other one that I just showed you does a lot more. This is the same brand or same kind as the other one that we just went over. Which one is it? This one here. See, they're the same types, different colors. And this one was interesting to me. I really like this one. This one, I couldn't find anything on there that says a name or logo. But look, you see those legs? They're pointing forward. And so I'm pretty sure somebody recognizes this mold. And so this one was one that we found that's interesting because of the way the legs point forward. So if you recognize this mold, beaded tail all the way down to the flat auger tail looking type lizard, hard body too, let us know. We got a couple of frogs in the mix too. Look at that very cool chartreuse little legs on it. We're almost done, guys. Let's see, we have a couple more of these. I guess these are zoom lizards or power bait. Yeah. And then we have a couple of odd little salamander type, look at that, gecko looking mud puppy type thing. I forgot what these are called. It's not the Rebel Redneck, but the oh, I forgot. Anyway, so then we have a couple more crawfish here that are like, this one is, I'm thinking Burke's, has a solid squishy body, nice design on it with detail and everything. Older, but still really nice. A couple of trailers. That's an old one, been used quite a bit. And a couple of lizards. This is a smaller profile. Might try this one out for some bass and crappie here. Then we got a whole bunch of stuff that we found, odd things in another bag. And you know, I don't know why people would put hooks and blades and spoons and stuff in there. I did find a couple of Heddon and Rebel things. Here's a Pop R, a plastic Rebel Pop R, which usually you don't see those anymore. Actually, you don't see those anymore because they're discontinued from a long time ago. Rebel Pop R with flakes. What is this? Another Rebel Pop R. I could have sworn I saw a Heddon in here somewhere. These look like that, but they're not. This is a Phantom. They look like those Heddon's Arrow puppies. Then we have a couple of crappie things that we're gonna put together here. Some swim baits that I found in here too. Look, these right here. So I don't know what brand these are, but we might just put them out there. They don't have any use, like they haven't been fished. You could tell they still got all the plastic stuff on them. We just found them in these baggies and, you know, in a box and stuff like that, and we just kind of put them aside. We also found a couple of other weird looking stuff here, gorilla baits, hog fat and anise, Strike King, little tiny worms. They're small little things there. And it's let's see what the code says here. There's nothing here. Watermelon seed, 5-pack finesse worms, 7-inch. We found 7-inch 25 count blue fleck. That can't be it. Well, maybe the body is 7-inch, but man, this lure is huge. We got a couple of core strength Lunker Hunt. What is this? A Limit Worm Obsession is the color, 6-inch 10-pack, and a 6-inch Super Lizard in Watermelon Red by V&M, and a bunch of other miscellaneous things that we're going to talk about at a different time, unless y'all want me to keep going. Some of these are pretty cool. There's your Beetles, there's your Slap Happy Thin S. This one's an interesting one, the Tube by Night, here out of Tyler, Texas, I'm thinking. And these, what is this one? Bass Buster Slinky Worm. These are from Amsterdam, Missouri. Bass Buster Inc. Nice color too. Look at that core color with the black line in there. And a couple of different odds and ends and things and miscellaneous, newer, more modern stuff like this purple Yum brand, Bass Pro Shops. A bunch of crappie stuff that we're gonna see what we can salvage. So guys, that was our walkthrough. Man, that was quite a bit. And there's tons more that I have sitting over here in these boxes, man. It's just crazy to be able to find some of this stuff. And as you can tell, some of them are old and worn out. We throw those away. We don't use them. There's no sense in putting them on there and then just kind of losing your fish, you know. So we're going to go through these, rinse them off, make sure all that dirt's off of there. We get to see the nice bright colors that they do come in. A lot of this stuff just look brown to me, man. It's just dirt. There's a bunch of other cool little jigs and things, tube worms and stuff that I'm going to use for the crappie fishing that we do here. But a lot of this bass stuff, man, without a doubt, some of those are really interesting, and I think that we could probably still put some of those to work. So we're going to sift out through these different ones. A lot of these package stuff, there's like, man, there's a bunch of packages in here from all kinds of brands. If you're looking for something specific, let me know, man. There's tons of stuff that I got sitting in these totes in the back. I got a bunch of Zoom product, a bunch of Culprit, Rebel, Mans. What else did we have? Creme lures. There's just tons of different things over here. So just give me a holler if y'all looking for a specific type of worm, a soft bait from back in the day. And we'll do our best to see if we can cater to the bass hobby and your specific wants and needs when it comes to that. So hey guys, till next time, this is D signing off. Fish out. Enjoy. Go fishing. And don't forget to like and subscribe.